What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, that guy, my high, tuning back in for another reaction. This time we got the 8 most disturbing things caught on dash cam footage. This one's volume 3. If y'all want, we can go back and find volume 2 and 1, all that, but this is the most recent one. And yeah, let's just go ahead and see what they talking about. Let's see what they captured, because I'm sure it's probably some weird things. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's probably some weird things. I'm just saying. But anyways, let's go.
This first dashcam video was captured in Australia. 2 men in a Mercedes are driving down the highway when, through their rear dashcam, a car is seen quickly approaching. It then swerves around the 2 guys before getting in front of them and slamming on the brakes, clearly trying to run them off the road. But what first could be written off as road rage soon takes a more serious and disturbing
Like
turn.
an axe or a hammer?
The 2 men notice the driver has an axe and is now waving it out his window and threatening them.
For what? Did they cut him off like way back at the end?
What are you doing? Oh.
They must have cut him off or something, because oh boy got road rage. You got a Benz. Why are you having a hard time outrunning this dude? You're in a Benz.
The sudden and unexpected encounter forces the 2 men to take a quick U-turn to lose the guy, but he continues to follow them. The situation is then taken even further when the 2 use the next exit and approach a roundabout.
Whoa! Keep driving, holy! Bang, cool cops. Yeah.
Bro.
No. Oh, keep going. Oh my god!
Good,
2
he
times
ran
the
himself
Mercedes is
off the
rear-ended,
fucking road.
the second of which causes the attacker to spin out, sending him off the road.
Good.
This allowed the 2 guys to get away. They would then drive to the nearest police station, where they would report what had just happened. When police arrived to the scene of the crash, the car was gone. However, a few hours later, they would find the vehicle on the road, and from there the driver was arrested. Later, the owner of the dashcam footage would give the video more context. Apparently, the driver chasing them, for whatever reason, was 100% convinced they had robbed his house the night before. But obviously this wasn't the case. The 2 guys had never before even seen the man.
I'm like, so bro, I'm like, wow, you see my jaw just hitting the floor, like, what the
He
f is
would be
going
charged
on,
with
bro?
multiple offenses, which
Oh,
put him in
man.
prison for 2 years.
See, you run up on the wrong person, bro. There might have been you know what I'm saying? Somebody might have been ready, locked and loaded, bro.
Justin Bilton and his
Busting
7-year-old
shots
father
out
were
the
camping
car.
at Glacier
Like, you
National
never know,
Park in
man. That
Montana.
dude is wild.
They had only been in the park for 3 hours when they were informed of an immediate evacuation of the area. A forest fire ignited by lightning the previous night had gotten too far out of control. However, by the time they got the evacuation notice, unknown to them, the only road out of the park had already been engulfed by the fire.
Damn.
Do I go?
I'll find out up here in a minute. I think we can drive through this.
Oh, yeah?
Dad, what if the car blows up?
Right.
We're dead.
Then we're dead.
No,
Oh,
this
thanks.
We don't want you trapped in here. Easy. All right, we're good. Slow down. It's big front here. Just slow down. We're out of that fire. We're not out of that, Dad. We're not out. We're good, though. What?
Oh, bro.
Easy. Can't see. Just go easy now. Easy.
Dad, the car is heating up. It's gonna explode.
We're all right.
Dad, what if a tree falls on us?
Just
Please, God, help us.
You're doing good.
Oh my God. Dad, we can't get out.
I'm getting out. You can't drive backward. We get that out of the road. We get gloves.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Dad, we gotta get out of here.
Bro.
A fallen tree is seen directly in the middle of the road, trapping them inside the park. They had nowhere to go but back, so they ended up reversing through everything they had just went through. When they reached their campsite, they abandoned their car and desperately started running towards a nearby lake. By some miracle, there they would find 2 park employees in a boat on the shore of the lake. Justin and his father were rescued and taken to safety, leaving everything but this
That would
horrifying
be
footage
so
behind.
wild, bro. Oh, man.
This dashcam
You
footage
would,
shows
like,
the
see
armed
death.
robbery of a cab driver. The
You
driver,
would have
Ralph
seen
Valletta,
death.
had just
You
started
know what
his
I'm
shift.
saying?
This was his first ride of the day. He was stopped at a light, and the rider can be seen in the back slouched down. But abruptly, he sits up and demands Ralph give him everything he has.
Damn, bro. Your first ride of the
Hold
day?
on, man. Hey, give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me all, everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
Damn.
I just started.
What else you got?
I just
Let me see
started.
your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't have anything in my
We can do
wallet.
this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Okay.
Wow.
Give it all to me now.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped at the same light directly behind them. At some point during the robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Give me
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet and your.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my. There's a cop here. There's a cop.
Bro, that is the wildest shit. That's instant karma, motherfucker. You better watch your surroundings, player. You didn't look behind you, player? You
Ryder
sure
was arrested
didn't.
and later charged with multiple offenses.
Good. Dumbass. Hell yeah. Man, shout out to
In
the
April
taxi
of
driver just out here
2021,
working
a man
hard,
named
bro.
Mitch Kuhn was driving on the highway
Fuck
back
yes,
from work.
bro. That
when
shit
he
was
saw
wild.
this. A child that looks to be
Whoa.
wearing a large jacket, or that's possibly wrapped in a blanket, begins walking out in the middle of the highway, just barely missing Mitch's truck. Mitch was towing a trailer,
It's
and
like a-
felt that if he abruptly stopped, it would cause an accident. So instead, he opted to call the police, reporting an unattended child walking on the highway. Police assured Mitch that they'd send out patrol units immediately. An hour later, Mitch called again for a follow-up, as well as to offer the footage he had caught on his dash cam. But he was told that it wouldn't be necessary, as the child had been collected safely and was on his way home. However, strangely, police would later state that no child was found, despite officers searching the area until 3:45 a.m. Additionally, they would claim that at no point did they tell Mitch that they had found the child. The next morning, multiple volunteers commenced the search of the area, but no child was ever found, and therefore the search eventually ended.
That's one of that. It
At
didn't
the time
even
the
really
footage was
quite look like
captured,
a
there were no reports
child.
of a
It
missing
kind of
child
looks
in the
almost like
area.
a glitch.
It remains
At least that's what
unknown
we gonna
who
say.
exactly was captured in this
'Cause
video.
I don't see. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't
This
know.
dash
Maybe
cam
it's the
footage was
spirit of
captured
like
in the
somebody
streets of
crashed
Taiwan.
on that.
Right away,
that
it's
road,
clear the video
potentially.
takes place in the midst of a storm. A storm where the winds are strong enough to throw around debris. At one point, debris is even seen flying against the windshield. But little did the drivers know that an actual tornado was forming right behind them and quickly heading in their direction.
Holy shit!
The dashcam footage captures the exact moment the tornado went directly through them. It was even strong enough to lift vehicles off the ground.
Yeah, the dude in
which
the
can actually
smaller
be seen
car in
with the white
front
van
went
that comes
up.
out onto the road.
Woo!
The wheels of the
Look at that.
vehicle leave the ground, and it begins to get full-on dragged by the tornado, seemingly disappearing. But once the tornado passes, it can be seen much further down the road, wedged in between two trees.
Yeah.
More concerning, however, is the person that gets thrown by the tornado on the right side of the road. Unfortunately, this woman would suffer major injuries and would be taken to the hospital. The storm would go on to produce further damage in the form of 50 inches of
Bro,
rain
is she
that
like-
would cause multiple deadly landslides.
Oh my god, she must be like stabbed it up or something, like impaled by
This video
something,
was
just
taken
sitting
in
there.
Russia. It shows the dashcam footage of a man driving down a desolate and long stretch of dirt road. Then, up ahead is a car parked in such a way so as to block traffic. Two men with baseball bats begin walking up to the driver, and that's when it becomes clear that this is a robbery, and the parked car was an intentional makeshift roadblock. The driver tries to escape, but the two men get in the way and do their best to prevent it.
You better just drive through them.
Fortunately, the driver had a window of opportunity and took advantage. He slammed on the gas and was able to get away unscathed. He then drove around the roadblock and was free.
Hell yeah. I would have
It's
ran through
unknown
him in
if
the
the two
first
men with
place as soon as
baseball
they came up
bats
with the
were ever
bats.
caught.
Running your ass over. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got time for that, player.
In late November of 2015, a large catastrophic bushfire broke out in South Australia. This dashcam footage was captured by one of the fire trucks responding to the incident. Right from the start of the video, enormous smoke clouds are shown, depicting just how large the fire had gotten. As the trucks continue forward, visibility gradually worsens. It gets so bad to where the fire trucks are forced to stop. Then, in the distance, the fire itself can be seen, spreading towards them unnervingly fast.
Here it comes, the hit's coming. Hit's slowly out.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, you better back up.
We're going to go in a burnover very quickly. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, that truck is gone. Oh, they ain't getting out fast enough.
Burnover, Scotty, burnover. Burnover, Scotty.
A miscommunication between the two trucks resulted in a collision. The truck in the front was attempting to back up out of the fire, while the truck with the dashcam was entering what's known as a burnover. A burnover is a fire truck protection protocol where the truck stays in place and the crew deploys Velcro blankets to protect themselves from the heat. Water is sprayed outside of the vehicle to keep it from catching on fire, and in the inside, breathing masks are used by the crew. During this
Bro, that
protocol,
is
however,
wild.
the crew from the truck in the front can be heard desperately explaining how they didn't have water for a burnover, or rather their truck's sprinkler system wasn't working properly.
Oh my god, bro, that's wild.
They couldn't stay in place and were forced to drive forward in the hopes of escaping the fire, which you can actually see in the video as the truck fades into the distance. Fortunately, this move would end up saving their lives. They would make it to the other side of the fire, and everyone inside the truck, as well as the one with the dash cam, would make it out with minimal injuries.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That
This
would be
footage was
so
captured way back in
scary. You know how
2012.
terrifying that
It
would
takes
be?
place near an airport in Moscow, Russia. The airport is right next to a highway, and on December 29th, this dashcam footage would capture the disturbing moments a plane missed the runway and crash landed just on the right side of the highway.
Holy shit. Damn, he got hit by something. They both got hit by some debris. Holy shit.
It turns out the plane had mistakenly overshot the runway because of bad weather conditions, so when it landed, it didn't have enough room to brake. This left it no choice but to go directly into the highway, causing plane seats and other debris to shoot towards passing vehicles,
And
all of which can be
smash
clearly
it.
seen in the footage.
Right.
At the time of the crash, the plane was only carrying crew members. No passengers were on board. But unfortunately, 5 of the 8 total crew members would lose their lives.
Damn, that's
The
sad.
driver of the vehicle with the dash cam would make it out unharmed.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. Could you imagine? Like, I mean, obviously you can't imagine, but like, could you imagine? Like, not even so much being on the plane because that's just some wild shit altogether. But to be on the highway just driving and all of a sudden you just like, boom, hit by a tire from a fucking plane and shit and seats and all sorts of debris. Like, you know how wild that'd be, bro? Like, that's just crazy. But anyways, man, y'all let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments below. Some of these videos be super crazy, bro. Like, just like, you wouldn't believe it if it wasn't caught on camera type shit, bro. I promise you. Some of this is just like, man, if they didn't catch it on camera, I don't think that I could fathom that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we definitely gonna do some other ones. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see in the next ones, and yeah, we'll just, we'll keep building. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep them coming. I just developed a stutter right there. That was like whoa, I just developed a stutter. That was tough. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.